where the bluest skies they float on by, the streets all paved in gold, where under the smiles fair and pretty, our teeth so very white, into the bones of our burdened necks they bite. Baptized in the water, you train in the well, you built up your heaven on the back of hell. Divine is the daughter, the dream that you sail, you built up your heaven on the back of hell. Hybrid face of time and space and all that's in between. Dimensions twist and turn amidst the whims of one foreseen.
Drifting by, and I dream of the sky, my utopian life, and I dream of the sky, broken
end of the slumber, life at the close of the sleep, facing the world with a hunger, clambering out of the deep. Blank slate, a trip to begin, look to tomorrow, clean plate, a fresh little wind, a road to follow, into the wild, into the vast, into the beauty, emerging at last, into the wild, into the fray, up and away.
All right. Here we go. Let's get this thing rolling. What's going on, everybody? Let me just stop this music on my side. Of course, right when I go live, like, it starts playing the worst music possible. Sorry about that. So tonight, first off, thanks for everybody that's joining in, watching this from YouTube. This is going to be just a stream of the podcast Dave is doing tonight over on his page, Areas 51 Talk Radio. I just wanted to stream it here because I want to get this out. People need to hear this story. It's absolutely insane. I haven't even heard all of it, but it's something that you need to hear. If you're interested in Skinwalker Ranch or the new Space Wolf Research Center over there, you need to listen to this episode. It's going to be absolutely crazy. So he's getting started here at 8 o'clock my time, so we still got a few more minutes before he goes live. But I just wanted to welcome everybody. It looks like from my side I can see like 5 people watching. If you're watching, put something down here in the chat. If you haven't subscribed already, you can subscribe. You'll get a cool little thing that'll pop up on the screen. And all that. So for everybody who is a subscriber, thank you so much. This page has only been live for a couple weeks and we're already over, let's go look, live sub count right here. We're at 109 subscribers, it looks like. So that's pretty cool. Just after a couple weeks. So really appreciate that for all of you giving me a sub. So a couple things, because I don't want to miss this when he goes live here, but I am going to be posting a ton of different videos into this page here pretty soon. I've got quite a few that are done and ready to go. Some that I still haven't decided when I want to put them out yet, because we're still waiting on some other events to unfold to be finished with the series that has been filmed. But I will tell you this, we do have something really cool coming up this year that we're going to try and put out on on Amazon Prime. So be on the lookout for that. We're hoping to get that out by Halloween of this year. I don't really want to talk too much about it because it's still a lot of it's still in the planning stages, but it is going to be really, really awesome. So again, thank you guys for joining in. I'm just hitting refresh here on my screen. Dave should be going live here any second. Again, this is just a rebroadcast that he's doing, and this is going to be live, so you're going to have to bear with me while we wait on this to go live. If you haven't went over there and subscribed to his page, please do. 51 Areas Talk Radio here on Facebook. So hey Cheryl. Yeah, thanks for joining in. Yeah, I figure if I can get a few people at least watching from here, it'll help my analytics go up. So, YouTube unlocks a lot more stuff once you hit like 1,000 subscribers and so many watch hours. So, watching it through here will help the page too. So, I'm just going to continue refreshing this page. Oh, here he goes. All right, I'm going to shut my mic off. We're going to be listening to Dave. So here we go, guys. So there he goes. All right, I'm going away. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Enjoy the episode. If he plays music, I'll be coming back because I don't want to get kicked off.
In some way, something knocked us off the air, and we're on a backup system now. In some way, something knocked us off the air, and we're on a backup system now.
How all this happens, right? You wake up one day and you go, I think I believe in something else. I think there's something else somewhere else, and I'm going to do the best I can to figure that out. Well, along that journey, you run into people that you might know or that believe in the same thing that you do, or you make new friends and they feel the same way that you do about certain situations. Whether it be UFOs, possessions, demons, psychic abilities, the whole nine. You meet people along the way. Well, I'm going to tell the story tonight about how I met Ryan Burns, Ryan Skinner, the Erica Lukes, Pukes, fucking retards, and where that brought me. In the last almost 6 months of my life, I went from being happy-go-lucky dude to, hey, I got a GoFundMe page. Save my fucking life! Pretty much that quick. So how this started, and you know what, man? I even ended up on a TV show and all that stuff. It all happened fucking really fast. It happened really, really, really fast. How everything from start to finish, you're on a TV show, you got a producer in your face telling you what to say, and then the next thing you know, shit is not right, okay? So let's go way back. We're gonna right. We're gonna back it up. And I met Ryan Burns through Facebook. Through Facebook, I think we had mutual friends or whatever. And I went and I looked, and we had this whole hero paranormal thing going on, and I clicked on it, and I didn't see. Of course, you don't see any evidence of really anything that is going on. So I figured he was just kind of a fan of the paranormal. I'm very, very in depth and very deep involved in the ITC world as far as instrumental transcommunication. It's still the thing that through all of this, through UFOs and spaceships and wolfmen and big feet and all that shit, the one thing that continues to baffle me is ITC, whether it's radio, application, whatever, man. Whenever I go into a situation and it becomes the focus, ITC, instrumental transcommunication always blows my mind. Whether that's EVPs or whatever, right? It's just crazy what we pick up there. So that's my background and what it is I do for because you guys know, the guys that follow me know that I make applications for your phone. They run off of your phone. They're an audio base that in the world of ITC, it is believed that spirits have the power to manipulate audio, twist the words, and give you messages. Well, it sounds insane, right? It sounds completely insane until it starts calling your name, or it says your deceased parent's name. And, these things kind of start sticking on you, right? So this is where I'm coming from. This is my background. This is the stuff that I investigate and go out and do on a regular basis. Not for Facebook, but for myself, okay? So, and I've met some great people, going and coming forward and doing this and coming out and saying, hey, how you doing, man? My name's fucking so-and-so. Hey, what's your name? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Nice to meet you. Well, they have the same passion because they've had the same type of experiences. So that's how I basically met Ryan Burns. Well, fast forward, things start to happen quickly. I lived at the time approximately, I'm back where I was before all this started, about 3 hours away from the Uinta Basin in Utah. And I didn't know anything really about Ryan Burns and the shit that he had going on at the time, and was like, hey, he's like, come on down. I'm going to be down there. You want to come investigate the ranches with me, blah, blah, blah. So I started driving down. Okay, cool. Drive down, investigate the area, boom, leave. I didn't see any red flags right away, but they started coming quickly, and this is where we end up. This is how we're so fucked up right now in this whole story of going from smiles and investigations to GoFundMe pages and save my life, please. It's completely embarrassing, to get to that situation and to look out and reach out to people and say, can you fucking help me? Because this guy got me fucked up, okay? And all the bullshit talk and all the fucking stories of this and that and aliens and my ranch and blah. Dude, okay. So at the time, Space Wolf research didn't exist when I was first started going down, right? It wasn't a thing at all. So I started going down to the Uinta Basin and investigating a very popular UFO ranch that was previously owned by Robert Bigelow and previewed in the book The Hunt for the Skinwalker by George Knapp. Okay, so all this stuff's going on, and I'm all into it. I'm reading it. I'm going, holy shit, you know. And you get into these people's stories and their back life and all this stuff through this book, and you really think that there's something really going on. So I fucking started jumping in my car and driving down because it was so close. Because up to that point, you know, aliens and shit like that wasn't really my thing, right? I wasn't really into that kind of stuff because I always believed, but I wasn't one of those guys out there chasing it and going after it. So, what happens is I go down and I'm checking my messages here because my phone is going crazy. So I have to do this, guys. I'm fucking sorry, but I'm gonna make sure that people are listening. Okay, because sometimes we have those audio problems and people go, "Oh, I can't fucking hear you." Okay, so anyways, man, I'm going to Area 51 and doing my thing and exploring out there and enjoying it. And I'm enjoying it. And it's one of the things that George Knapp wrote about that got me very interested from the Bob Lazar stories and all that shit. So I started going down to another area that George Knapp was writing about and discussing. And fuck, so if George Knapp broke the Area 51 story and then broke this whole Skinwalker story that's going on in the Uinta Basin, I got to go there and check this fucking place out for myself. So I started to do that. I was going down there and just looking around, kicking rocks, you know. Dude, I would take my whole family down there and we would just like roll around, and everything was really cool and very, very, very focused, right? I recorded some shit in the area that I don't know what it was. I have no idea. Some stuff, lighting, this, that, so orbs floating around through fields and shit. I recorded some stuff. I saw it, and I still don't know what the fuck it was, okay? I don't have an idea, right? So in comes Mr. Ryan Burns into this fucking equation. And this is where shit gets really, really interesting, okay? So this guy tells, and I have no idea about his background, and, you know, and when you meet people in the paranormal, because, you know, guys, I went out and I've done some talks and went out and was like, hey, you know, I do this and that, and I met some great people at these paranormal conventions, but for the most part, I'm not going to lie, 90% of you freak me the fuck out, and I don't like you. I'm not going to lie. I go to these conventions, and you're there in your fucking black t-shirts, and you're just so fucking Zach Bagans. I don't want to fucking talk to you about anything, ever. So don't ever approach me like that. If you got a fucking Hawaiian shirt on and a beer in your fucking hand and you believe in some ghost, come at me, bro. I'll talk with you all day long. If you got a black fucking shirt and there's 8 of you and there's the same logo on the front left tit, I don't ever want to talk to you. Period. You scare me. There's something wrong with you. Okay? You're a fucking fanatic that went crazy after watching Ghost Adventures, and now you got a ghost team, and I just don't want to deal with that shit, okay? So I go off and I do my own thing and my own direction, and I ran up on Burns and started inviting me down, and it's like, hey, I know this, I wrote books on the area, and, you know, I got a secret way into the back of this fucking ranch, and you can come with me, and I'll show you. We'll walk across the ridge and all the shit. And I did it, dudes. I went, okay? I was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? It's a few-hour drive. I'll go down. I'm strapped. If this guy's fucking weird, I'll just shoot him and fucking and claim self-defense. But I went down, and he was a nice guy. He was cool. I was like, okay, cool. Hey, nice to meet you. You know, hey, what's going on? So he brings me to his B&B, he walks out back, and he fucking loads up a big old fucking fat bowl, and he offers it to me. Now, here's the thing. To those of you that have been around me and had anything to do with me, you all know I do not smoke any type of fucking drugs or have anything to do with that kind of stuff. Now, my wife is a legal card holder, and she smokes marijuana on occasion, okay? That's her thing. I knew that when we were dating, and And I kind of accepted it. It's just the way that is. A person makes decisions. We're adults and we do what we do. Me personally, I don't do it. I like to have beers and I like chicken wings, okay? They go very well together. So sometimes I have beers without chicken wings. But other than that, I'm pretty much fucking straight shooter, okay? When I go on any type of investigations, I might have a beer here, I might have a beer there, but when it's serious investigations, you can't be fucked up, okay? Can't be fucked up. So the first night I met him, he fucking walked out back from his B&B that was featured on one television show with Jack Osborne, okay? Now, at the time, I wasn't thinking about any of this shit. But I knew that this place was on some fucking road trips with Jack Osborne, Ozzy Osbourne's son, and it's fucking super fucking haunted, right? That's okay. Well, I got the code forwarded to me from Mr. Ryan Burns, and I went and fucking got in the place, and we were there chilling out, and it was just me and my wife, and we were there, and I started fucking running some Paranologies gear, because I used to have a whole bunch of Paranologies gear, and I went into the place, and I started doing ghost box sessions, and, you know, I'm walking around, and I'm trying to get anything, and I'm telling you guys fucking right now, I got nothing, okay? So I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's not fucking vibing us right now, maybe this, maybe that, whatever the case, right? I'm trying to figure out where this vibration's coming from my mic. It's very annoying. New desk set up and the whole nine, so wait a minute. There we go. Okay, so anyways, we go into the haunted B&B that was featured on a show with Jack Osborne fucking rolling across the country with his friends, and, you know, they're walking in, you know. So it ends up that Ryan Burns takes these motherfuckers across some river up into this Devil's Soup Bowl in Duchesne, Utah, goes back into this fucking hills and blah, 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 blah. Long story short, you see human footprints on this fucking television show. You see human footprints walking across by this fucking reservoir-ish looking lake thing, and then they turn into dog prints, just like that. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, dun, dun! And you've got dramatic music in the background, because now they're claiming that that's proof that there's a fucking skinwalker in the area. This is Duchesne, Utah, okay? Well, lo and behold, we're going to fast forward way into the future, and I met an owner of some property in the area when I was living there, and I went up there and I started fucking staking it out, and dudes, I shot the sky. I shot the fucking sky. I shot everything down low, everything around, and I sat there, and I sat there, and I sat there, and I sat there night after night after night after night after night, and I never fucking seen, experienced, heard nothing. Nothing. Okay? So at that point, I go, well, yeah, this place is fucking dead. There ain't shit going on here. I'm jumping back in my fucking Kia, and I'm rolling down this hill. I'm going home. There ain't shit here. Okay? So, anyways, that's the first show. So, we talk again, and he invites me down to come and fucking investigate around the Uinta Basin haunted UFO ranch sites that are there. They're very famous, but I'm still under legal obligation not to say any names, or I can say Skinwalker like a motherfucker, but I can't put farms after that. So I can say Skinwalker Farm, but I can't say the Skinwalker word that comes after that. So that's what happens when you get into legal fucking bullshit, right? And here I am. So enough of that. I can't talk about that anymore because it's ongoing still. So I go down and fucking we meet up, and he's like, dude, there's a cemetery, and in the cemetery, it's for poor Native Americans that don't have any money, and they can actually fucking bury their own dead. And I was like, what? Mighton, Utah. It's in Mighton, Utah. That's where this whole alien highway thing starts. And this is where it gets real interesting. So I go down to this place, right? Obviously, way before the Travel Channel got involved. And I go into this place, and I got the fucking creeps, man. I'm like, wow, this, and it's dark, and it's getting darker quick. And in this place, the only thing that you see is, like, they use lawn art, like, you know, people fucking use in the summertime, you know, the solar power lights that look like little baby casinos, man. And they use these to put around their graves. So I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? What's going on here right now? This is really crazy. So I start doing spirit box sessions in this cemetery, and me and Burns separate. We separate, right? Because I'm just, you guys that have investigated with me know that I look at a place and I just go there, and I don't ask anybody to come with me. I just go on my way. So I go over and I'm doing my thing, and you know, if I can, and the next thing I know, Burns is coming at me backwards, crazy, like fucking, like Muhammad Ali's coming at him, throwing left after right, hooks, you know, making this motherfucker bob and weave, right? And so at this time, I'm trying to process, because I'm already freaked out being in a freaky place, right? So I'm trying to process what the fuck is going on with this guy. What is making him do that, right? So I process everything, and I'm fucking scared, and I'm on my toes, and I'm thinking about, because y'all know, I told you already that I registered firearm owner, and I fucking was thinking about going to my car and getting my fucking gun, because I don't know what is happening. I'm out in the middle of nowhere in a little tiny fucking field with a bunch of homemade graves, basically. So, you know, my brain's going crazy at this point, and I'm not done processing everything. Did you see it? Did you see how big it was? Did you see how big it was? Did you see that thing? Did you see that thing? Did you hear it snarling? And fucking the only thing I could say was, yeah, I saw it. I saw how big it was. It was so big. It was fucking coming at us. It's going to kill us, right? Well, that's not the case. It's not the case. I went home, you know, another 3-hour drive home, and I'm thinking about this fucking shit. And now other things happened through the night, and I'll come back to that. But this situation, I didn't process it well. Okay, fuck it. I'll continue. So after we're done with that situation that happened in the Mighton Cemetery, we continued our way towards this very famous UFO ranch that used to be owned by Robert Bigelow. And I saw this light. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is the only thing I've ever seen in this area that I still, to this very second, I still don't know what it was. I don't know. I can't. I've thought about it a million ways of what it could be, and I have no idea. So I saw this fucking thing twist and spin into nothing. It was a light. It was an orb, and it just fucking went, and it was gone. That was it. Now, as I'm driving 3 hours home and I'm processing stuff, and I'm like, that was fucking so weird, man. I can't believe that shit. I'm on the phone with the wife. I'm going, dude, you're not going to believe what I saw there. You know, justification of spending gas money to drive 6 hours round trip, right? So, yeah, I saw something. It was worth it. But, you know, okay. So, as I started to process things, you know, and that's how we all do this, right? If you're on a paranormal experience or investigation or whatever, and you get to a certain point, you know, the next day, you know, and let me just say this right now. Fuck you to anybody that ever posts anything on Facebook about having a paranormal hangover. Here is my balls for your chin and your paranormal hangover. I'm so drained. I'm so drained. Oh my God. It was testing me. I cannot function. Hey, what's wrong? Oh my God, I've got such a paranormal hangover. I'm gonna die. Fuck you. Okay, that shit is fake as fuck. You do not have a paranormal hangover. What this is called is, I was up till 4 o'clock in the motherfucking morning, and then I got up at 8 because I got a kid or 3 or 4 or 5 of them motherfuckers that needed some eggs and some shit, okay? You do not ever have a paranormal hangover for any fucking reason. You are not so in touch with spirits that you are drained physically to prevent you from working your motherfucking job the next day. This is a personal fucking choice, the same way as if you go to a bar and you decide to have 1 drink or 9, okay? 1 drink, I gotta be to work in the morning. 9, fuck my boss. I don't like that motherfucker anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my party on, because it's Saturday. I don't give a fuck about work on Sunday. We out here tonight, and shit is going down, okay? Stop with that shit. Stop with it, because you look retarded. And you make everybody that's involved with the paranormal look retarded by saying some stupid shit. You go to work the next day. What's wrong with you, Linda? Oh, my God. I've got such a paranormal hangover. Really? Think about a person that don't know anything about paranormal anything, and they hear you say some stupid shit like that. A paranormal hangover. Hey, y'all, did you hear what Jill said? She said she got a motherfucking paranormal hangover today. And the first thing that'll come to a man's mind is, she got some ghost dick last night, huh? What's that mean? Shit was so good it wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Just stop it. Quit it. Quit it. God damn it, quit it. So, anyways, we're going to continue on. So I go back to Ogden, and I'm processing things. And things are completely out of control in my brain because I don't understand what fucking made dude go backwards and come running at me. And one day it just kind of hit me. And I was like, holy shit, that's what happened. And it was pretty much around the same time that came to me, that everything was clear about what happened and how I processed it, was my phone fucking rings. My phone rings, and it's the Travel Channel on the other side of the phone. And I'm like, oh, hey. I'm like, get the fuck out. This ain't the Travel Channel. Yeah, this is so-and-so, and we're coming up, and we're going to do this, and we're going to come in. Blah, 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 blah. Nice to meet you. Blah, 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 blah. Will you come on camera and talk to us about it? Blah, blah, blah. Right? And so I'm like, well, it's about this area, and I'm under a non-disclosure agreement. I can't really talk about that area on a TV show, so I don't know. Right? I'm like, can I do this? And I started talking to them about what it is I'm under. I can't talk about things that I've seen on that particular ranch, but I can talk about things that have happened around it easily, right? And even they told me that. So they didn't think at the time that I signed it that I was going to actually be on a TV show, and neither did I. But somebody went fucking crazy with experiences going on in the area and called the Travel Channel again. And now I've got them in my ear asking me, well, what was it that you saw? What was going on? This is what Ryan Burns said. Ryan Burns said that you guys were out on the cemetery and a skinwalker came out there after you. Can you talk about that? What? Yeah, I can talk about it. Okay. Here's what happened. I was over here, like fucking 10 feet away from this motherfucker, and he's over there. And then when I looked at him, I saw some shit. and he was coming at me backwards, and he was making a bunch of noises. So I went backwards quickly too. Okay? I went backwards very quickly, thinking some shit is going down in this motherfucking cemetery right now. And somebody about to get shot. Because I'm going home. Okay? It's me, you, and home. It's going to be me going home. Okay? Oh my God, Dave, did you hear that? Did you see that? Dude, I don't know what the fuck I heard and seen. I saw you coming backwards at me like a crazy motherfucker, and now I'm going backwards like a crazy motherfucker, and this whole cemetery thing is not cool, okay? It ain't cool. I'm about to start shooting people. Shit is out of control. But...
Hi, Dave. This is Lisa with the Travel Channel. We were just wondering if you would talk to us about your experience with the whole skinwalker thing, and we're just wondering, would you come on camera? Would you? Would you drive down there and talk to us? Huh? Would you do it?
Okay. I'm on my way right now. When you need me there.
Oh, no. No. Only like 3 weeks away, and then we'll call you, and then you come down and hang out with us, and everything will be cool. We're going to go out there, we're going to film, and we're going to show you, we're going to pre you, okay?
Goddamn, the Travel Channel is motherfucking got me up on some shit like I just found Jesus. They got you, they just ramp you up. They need you right now. Shit is good. The Travel Channel. Damn. The Travel Channel Jesus Experience. Brought to you by Zach Baggins. So, I'm like, okay, man, you motherfuckers are calling me and yeah, let's do it. Okay, so let's talk about this whole situation that happened in the cemetery. I was freaked out. I was completely fucking freaked out. When I saw Ryan coming backwards at me, like on the show, Alien Highways, I was like, I saw it. It was like 7 feet tall. And I gotta tell you guys, I don't know what the fuck it is I saw. If it was Burns coming backwards at me and there was a tree in front of him, I did not see anything defining that would make me fucking think that 7 foot tall thing wasn't shootable. Because I was thinking I'm going to shoot everything in that vicinity because I'm going home, right? It's me and the fucking road, and I'm getting back on that motherfucker. That's bottom line. So in the whole interview process, I'm out there and... I'm laughing and like fucking trying to recall the whole situation. And the producer from Alien Highway, he's like, hey, what? Cut! Listen, I understand that you need to do, you need to fucking can you say this a little bit more serious? We need you to be serious. Jesus Christ. And I'm like, nah, I'm not an actor, bro. I'm not an actor. I'm recalling what I saw, right? And if it puts a fucking smile on my face, then I'll do the best that I can to you know what I mean? Because when nerves are involved, and you're like, God damn, dude, can you ever with somebody and you're like, God damn, can you believe we got away? High five, right? Laughing because your nerves, right? Your nerves are going all over the place. I'm not one of you Travel Channel fucking retards that get up on the Travel Channel and you're all like, I woke up in the morning and it was sitting on my chest and I couldn't breathe and everything was so fucking bad. God damn you, demon! Fuck you, man. I'm not that guy, okay? I can't do that shit. But I turn on the Travel Channel and I see plenty of you. I see plenty of you out there doing that shit. out there fucking talk about fucking demons, and I can't take a shit in my bathroom because there's a demon in my toilet bowl. No. So I get tied in with Burns, right? And at the time, Space Wolf wasn't a thing. It wasn't a thing. And then I moved there. I moved there because I was promised a position on this ranch. Hey, you want to come down? I'm gonna make you the ranch manager to come down and manage it. And dudes, I'm like, I'm all over this, right? I'm all over this. I'm like, I fucking, fuck yeah, dude. I'll come down. I'll run the ranch. You know, the whole nine. When we come back from this break, we're going to get right to what happened. So there's 30 minutes of what the fuck, followed by 30 more minutes of what the fuck.
Budweiser presents Real Men of Genius. Real Men of Genius. Today we salute you, Mr. Really Bad Toupee Wearer.
All right. So I gotta, while he's playing music, I have to cut out of here. Just because, you know, I'll get tons of copyright claims in just a couple minutes. So I'm interested what you guys are thinking so far. I know we haven't really got much into detail. But put down here in the comments what you're thinking. You know, he really hasn't even scratched the surface on this story. Most of the stuff that you're hearing right now is stuff that either we've heard before, or if you're brand new to this, then you're gonna, you know, this just kind of catches you up with what's been happening. So, let me turn this up.
While lesser designers would shy away from putting 300 pounds
So you guys can hear this.
you
It's just
embrace
Budweiser commercials.
pushing fashion to its limits. Literally, you pair tights with a cape, a leotard with a mask, leather boots with a thong. All understated ways of saying, I'm going to rip your head off and look fabulous doing it. So this Bud's for you, Mr. Pro Wrestling Wardrobe Guy. Because without you, a man crushing another man's head in his arms would just look silly. Mr. Pro Wrestling Wardrobe Designer.
Okay. I wonder if that's Dave doing that.
Bud Light
It
presents
just keeps playing
Real
Budweiser
Men of
commercials.
Genius. Real Men of Genius.
There's no way this is Dave
Today
playing
we
this.
salute you, Mr. Really, Really, Really Bad Dancer.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
Arm swinging,
Oh.
knees bending, head bobbing. To no
I restarted his
particular
stream,
rhythm.
and that's it.
You're either dancing or you have.
So Jerry and I have a inside joke here with the demons thing. We pissed off a lot of churchgoers one day at a location, yelling out demons at them as they walked in. So I'm still trying to figure out. Oh, he's back.
So, you know, we get it. We're going to go straight
I'm
into
gone.
it now. Here comes some Space Wolf research fucking bullshit. And unfortunately, it is what it is. So here we go. I moved down to the area, and I was promised a position on Skinwalker Ranch. Not Skinwalker Ranch. See, I'm going to get sued again. On Space Wolf Research Ranch, SWR. I mean, how convenient that he named it SWR, right? Not to be confused with the other SWR, but, Space Wolf Research. Space Wolf Research. And I go down and I accept this position. And at the time, things here in Ogden were a little bit out of control. Rent and everything was so high. I was like, fuck, man. And he was like, dude, I'll cut you a fucking deal. Come down here and you can move in for $500 a month. All utilities paid. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me right now? I'm all over this shit. I'm all over it, right? So, come to find out that deal was going to change, and then it goes to $725 a month, and now I got to pay utilities. So the original deal was $500 a month, no utilities. The second deal was $725 a month, and I'm going to pay the utilities. So, on top of that, the power bills were supposed to be $35 a month, and, so on and so forth. Everything was supposed to be super, uber fucking cheap. And we found out that, once again, this motherfucker is telling tall tales. And, here we go. So we moved down, and we're like, at this point, my son still actually lives in one of this motherfucker's properties with cameras inside the fucking apartment. Okay, and just wait, guys. It gets better, because yesterday. See, I wasn't even going to do this podcast. I wasn't even going to do this and talk about it. And you guys know normally my podcasts go an hour and then I'm done. Well, this one's going to go a little bit over, so, fucking deal with it. Shut it off. I don't care. I don't care what the fuck you listen to, okay? But here we go. I got into this situation to be a ranch manager for a paranormal ranch that neighbors a very popular ranch in the Uinta Basin, formerly owned by Robert Bigelow. Okay, so I jumped on this situation. It was a great opportunity for me to continue on my studies of ITC and the paranormal. And now I'm looking up a whole fucking bunch. So I go out there, I get into this situation, and instantly, red flags start flying. Okay. The U-Haul was just barely unpacked, and I'm out there, and now I'm in a situation to where I'm not really vibing what the fuck is happening, and we're going to get into those things. Burns promised me this position, and then we end up in an argument about something. I can go back and check the messages. I have them all. This fucking guy tells me that I started calling myself the ranch manager of Space Wolf Research. He says, you started calling yourself that. I never told you could be the ranch manager. Really, motherfucker? I moved my whole family down here from conversations that we had that I was going to be out here. I was going to fucking start booking the place, having people come in, investigate with us, and continue the research to go forward. Because, me and his fucking accounts aren't going to be enough. So he's making a large amount of money off of these bookings of people that I'm bringing in and booking for him. Because at the time, Ryan Burns, and I think
Okay, I don't know what happened here. Hold on. Sometimes the stream just does that. I'm going to try and get it back. Let me just refresh. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. It looks like something on his end. Oh, the whole broadcast just dropped out on his end and completely ended. So, just bear with us here. I'm sure he'll come right back. How convenient, right? Here, let me take this off for you. All right. So, here we go. Part 2. Well, it's playing as part 2. I'm throw you guys to this be right back screen. Give me just 1 second while I try to figure this out. He just terminated the second part 2 broadcast. So we're just waiting for him to come back. So it's most likely Ryan Burns is outside his house and cut his internet wire. That's what it is. He said ranch. He said ranch in his speech, and they sued him by taking away his internet. Yes. Oh, God. I'm refreshing everybody. So as soon as he comes back, oh, man. So I'm being updated here through text. Apparently his power went out. This is no joke. Just got a message here that his power has went out. Trying to see if sometimes when things like that happen, it goes off and it comes right back. So I'm just trying to see if it's going to be coming back. That's freaking wild. Okay, he's coming back. He's gonna come back, so we're just gonna be waiting here until he throws another one up. What are the chances of that? Absolutely crazy. Hey guys, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, do that for me. Trying to get up to I want to try and get to 250 by the end of tomorrow night. Give me just 1 second. My daughter is walking in to tell me good night. So let me tell her good night. All right, I'm back. I'm back. So, sorry about that. Oh, okay, baby. My, oops. Hitting the wrong button here. She had to come tell me goodnight. So, let's see what Jerry's got to say here. It's not uncommon. Oh, okay. So, I am just going to keep refreshing this. Here we go. It says he's back. Oh, nope. He was back, but it was only for a minute. I don't think he actually said anything in this. Nope. And that was a minute ago, so... It's so funny because, you know, I've done a lot of shows myself. I've been on a lot of different shows. And it's so common for crap like this to happen. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I figure probably when this video, when I get done with this stream and the video's done and all that, I'll probably go back and just edit all this part out and re-upload. But at the end of the day, I still want to get the analytics for this. So thanks to those that are still watching. You know, I put this live subscriber count right here, this screen up. But it's not live because we've gotten some subs from since then. Blah blah blah. We've gained a sub since then. Oh, okay. Now we're back to reality, so it is working now. I just had to give it a good refresh. This is pretty cool. I've been streaming this thing. Trying to get people to give us a sub here. I really want to try and make it to that 1,000 pretty quick because there's a lot of stuff that you can do once you hit that you can't do when you're just a brand new channel. So after that, I'm going to stop begging people to hit that sub button. But if you do, you'll get a cool little thing to pop up here. Oops. Just like Stacy Brewster did. Here's another one. All right. So, yeah, I'm still refreshing the page. He's not back yet. Yeah, so Jerry, I did mention that in the beginning of this, but I guess I could bring that back up. We do have some pretty cool plans coming up for our group Paranormal Response Team. You guys can check us out on Facebook there, or visit our website, whatever. We need to do some updating and stuff like that. But we have a big filming project that's coming up. It's probably going to take, I don't know, we're going to be filming it for a few weeks, at least maybe even take a month, spread out or whatnot. As I look to this side, you guys, it's out of frame, but I have all of our filming gear set out on this table, and I'm going through it all, charging everything up and making sure we got everything we need. But our plan is to have a documentary / movie type thing that's going to be hitting Amazon. My goal is to have it live on Amazon at the latest by Halloween of this year, which is pretty ambitious since we haven't started filming and we haven't done anything yet. So we need to get on that. I'd love to have a Halloween, at least maybe even a couple weeks before Halloween, but an October release date, just because, tons of people start watching things like that during the Halloween season. So it would be great for us. Here's what I'm going to do, guys, because my little one's coming in right here to talk to me. I'm going to throw you guys on this Be Right Back screen, and I'll be back in just a moment. As soon as he's live, guys, I'll be back on. So at this point, he's deleted the retries that he's done. So that means that he's working on it. He'll be back in just a minute or two. Thank you guys for hanging in and listening. We'll be back in just a moment. just a reminder too, if you guys want to go back, you can check out an episode I did with Dave on his channel, 51 Areas Talk Radio. Check him out here on Facebook. I did an episode with him that was about 3.5 hours, I want to say, almost 4 hours long, where we talked a lot of cool stuff. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, you can head over to his page. Again, it's 51 Areas Talk Radio on Facebook. Okay. It's looking like...
Yep.
Yep, he's back. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, we're going to start the intro over. Here we go, guys.
We're here. Finally. Again. Holy weather. Okay, let's do it. Here we go. We're going to finish up.
I told you I'd have him on as soon as he came back, though, so yeah. Been sitting there hitting that refresh button over and over and over. Just get ready, guys. This is just barely started. Just barely started.
In some way,
The story's just now getting good.
And we're on a backup system now.
Holy smokes. I've got a bunch of snow on the roof, and I guess that it wasn't good enough. The roof couldn't hold it. I don't know what that was, but I heard a big old fucking thud, and then everything just went blank. So I hope you guys can hear me good. If you can't, gladly just chime in here in the chat room, and I'll fix whatever the possible deal is. So I'm with what's going on right now with the weather and the storm coming in. I can't be nice and be like,
Hi, this is Linda from the Travel Channel.
I got to get right to it here. So we're going to go into this whole thing on how I went from being a happy-go-lucky dude to a pissed-off motherfucker. And here I am. I'm pissed. This podcast was not even going to happen. I made a decision about a week ago that I was like, you know what? We're out of there. I don't want to talk about it anymore. We made it. We're back home. Everything's okay, right? And then yesterday, I got a message, 2 messages sent to me via Facebook Messenger from Ryan Burns, and I was like, fuck you, man. Really? Guys, now, you know I'm legit when it comes to, if I tell you I got it, I fucking got it, okay? So I got some messages from this fucking schmo yesterday where he sends me a video of his garage has a water leak, right? His garage has a water leak, and he's like, I'm dealing with so much. Well, Mr. Ryan Burns, are you dealing with rivers of shit running through your fucking house on Christmas? Or do you got a leak in your garage, bro? There's a big difference here. Don't send me videos of you and your struggles with your fucking homeowner's insurance and all your fucking bullshit, manipulative fucking... Look, man, guys, I'm not going to be nice about anything Ryan Burns ever again because I know who he is and I know what he is, and he's a fucking con man, okay? How many properties can you possibly own that end up on television shows being haunted? Is it possible that maybe this guy fucking buys places and then fucking tags people in some shit to try and get them involved? This guy's had Jack Osbourne's to his fucking property saying that it's so fucking uber haunted. And then, you know, you guys know Jack Osbourne, the wall kicker? He's not a fucking... This guy's a paranormal experiment. He is a paranormal experiment. He came from Ozzy's ballsack, so that's a pretty fucking paranormal experiment, you know. But in all realness, who the fuck is Jack Osbourne? You know what I'm saying? You guys are going to just trust in Ozzy's kid because he's Ozzy's kid looking for something to do, and he gets a paranormal television show, and people go, oh my God.
Can't believe it's Zach Osborne. It's Ozzy's kid, you know, crazy train guy. Oh my God, Linda. Did you see that? Oh my God, it was so fucking haunted. Oh my God. I was like watching it and I was like sitting there on my sofa and I was like, oh my God, Zach Osborne. He is such a good paranormal experienced guy that I'm just going to go ahead and fucking blame it all on the Ozzy. It's all Ozzy's fault, Linda. It's all fucking Ozzy's fault.
Really? We're going to go there. We're going to believe this fucking guy? Is that where the paranormal community is? Is that where you are as a fan of it? If you're a fan of the entertainment aspect, which I am, I'm a total fucking fan for it. I'll turn on Ghost Adventures like Saturdays when that shit is on early, and then I'll be like, God damn, I'm hungry. And I'll look at the clock and it's like 8 o'clock at night. And I sat there all day long fucking with Aaron going, bro. Oh my God, bro. Did you see that, bro? I was over here, man, and it just went off, bro. That's Aaron, right? These are the things we get into. And we get into the whole aspect of it all being entertainment. And these are where the flag started rising up on Ryan Burns' Space Wolf research and everything. I moved down hours away from where I was living, promised some things. At first it was supposed to be $500 a month with no utilities, and I have all this in writing. I have it all in writing. All of it. $500 a month, no utilities. Well, I can't really do $500 a month, no utilities, so let's do $725 plus utilities. Don't worry about it though, Dave, because utilities are only like $35 a month. It's so cheap to live there. I've got it all. And so I rolled with it. I did the math of what I was paying out here in Ogden, and then I had the opportunity to go and actually manage this paranormal ranch and do things there. That this slimy fucking piece of rat shit, Ryan Burns, flipped everything. He flipped everything. We got there and the U-Haul had no sooner been unloaded and we started seeing the red flags. You know, what's going on out there? Oh, well, my resident fucking saw some stuff out on the ranch. It was really fucking crazy, and he stepped out there and he just started shooting. What? So the person that you have living on this motherfucker actually stepped outside his door. And started shooting at shadows. It couldn't have been a lost person. It could have been a drunk guy stumbling around out in the middle of Fort Duchesne, Utah. But your security is so fucking awesome that they just started shooting at people? What? Let me process that again. Your resident that you have there to do security just started shooting at people. Or things that they saw. They didn't ask any questions and say, hey, who goes there? Fucking none. No flashlights, no nothing. They just stepped out the fucking door of the trailer of fucking Space Wolf Research and started shooting at motherfucking things moving around. Okay, so guys, just so you know, if that story's true, because it's what he told me and a bunch of other people. Don't go there. You know what I'm saying? Don't go there because the guy that lives on property is such fucking trash that he's going to step out his fucking his trailer and aim a fucking rifle at you and just start pulling the trigger. Because according to Burns, that's what happened. That's what he said. Told me. And this next person that I'm going to bring into this story, who was actually featured in the movie The Hunt for the Skinwalker, the George Knapp movie by Jeremy Corbell and all these guys, right? briefly fucking in the movie. Ryan Layton. This guy was the first paranormal person permitted on the ranch way back in the day. Now we're going back to the famous UFO ranch, right? So Layton has been around for years. Ryan Layton. He's in the movie, The Hunt for the Skinwalker. He comes down to Space Wolf, and, of course, I'm invited out, and it's me, him, Ryan Burns, and a friend of his that I can't remember the guy's name. For whatever the fucking reason, I can't remember the guy's name. It was like True Blue, or he had some kind of really raggedy old fucking Western hat. The guy had been around. He was weathered, so True or some shit like that, right? So there's 4 of us out there. And Layton goes off with Burns, and I'm there chilling with the dude, and we're looking at the ridge, and we're, cameras and everything going, and we're talking, and all is what it is, right? It is what it is. And the night comes, and we see some weird shit in the sky, like atmospheric weird shit. This isn't anything low around any of the ranch. This is like fucking, it looks like stars playing pool with each other. You could have seen this shit anywhere. It had nothing to do with the area. Nothing to do with the area, right? So I talked with Ryan Layton a little bit after all this shit, right? And he says, he goes, pretty much, he thinks Ryan Burns is full of shit. He does. He's like, this guy's fucking out of his mind. He's like really pushing for things to happen on his property because Ryan Burns spent a whole bunch of fucking trust fund money because he's a trust fund baby, guys. He is so fucking rich. He's from the Shell company. Every time you drive by a Shell gas station and you go and you put fucking gas in your car, his grandfather was the guy that created some kind of formula that goes into the gas. So a trust fund was set up, and Ryan Burns is one of those guys. So he's a fucking millionaire. The guy never worries about money. Well, he does now, I think. I think he's a little bit worried about money because he's got kids and, thinking about the future for his kids and stuff. So he worries a little bit about his money, but he doesn't need to so much because he's fucking rich. He was born into it. He popped out and was born into money, and a lot of it, right? So this is where it gets really funny because of the situation that I ended up in, to where I went from go-lucky guy to go out and be a ranch manager. Oh, well, there's nothing going on there, so I'm going to use you as a maintenance guy. Well, can't use you as a maintenance guy. So the fucking money wasn't there, man, right? So I'm stuck out in this fucking place, and I had to go into a totally different fucking world to make money, okay? So I'm doing my thing, working completely outside of the paranormal, doing everything different from what I was promised when I moved there, okay? So we're there, we're doing our fucking thing, and holy shit. The holidays start coming closer, and I'm thinking, okay, man, busting as much OT as I can get. I was into management, not ranch management. I was working in retail management, and it was horrific, man. And I'm thinking, fuck, I brought my family here. Even my eldest son fucking moved with me to this little shithole fucking place, right? So we're there and we're doing, and I don't mean shithole as the place that we lived in. I mean the shithole that Ryan Burns owns, right? So we're doing our thing, and life is going by, and my investigations and my things of how the ranch is going and ranches are going start going the complete opposite. I have no interest in any of it because I think it's bullshit, right? Because I'm seeing things, red flags are up, and I'm not believing anything anymore because I've been out there investigating with Ryan Burns, and I never saw him, never one fucking time investigated with that dude when he wasn't wasted. He was on something. He was on some alcohol. I was always the designated driver. There's people that I can call up by fucking name right now that I won't because I like them, so I won't call them out. But if any of you motherfuckers start coming in here and telling me I'm a liar, saying that I was out there fucked up or any of that shit, oh, I'll say your name. I'll say your name. And at that point, you got no fucking choice but to tell the truth. Because I was the sober one. I was the one out there on point. Driving you here, driving you there. Let's go around. Let's go see what we can see. But this motherfucker comes up because Ryan Burns lives in Las Vegas. So Ryan Burns flies from Vegas, lands in Salt Lake, drives out to fucking Duchesne, Fort Duchesne area, and he gets completely fucking wasted and runs around naked at nighttime. Think I'm joking? It's the fucking truth. Him and Ryan Skinner and Erica Lukes all have some very common things. That's why they hate each other, but they're all the best of friends in the same aspect. They hate each other. They fucking can't stand one another. Because one motherfucker gets on TV and the other two gets seriously angry. They're so fucking hateful towards one another. It's ridiculous. Oh, that bitch don't know shit. Oh, that motherfucker don't know what he's talking about. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. All three of them. The Bermuda Triangle of fucking jealousy. One motherfucker is always talking shit about the next motherfucker. That's what I learned, right? When I first started hanging out with Burns, it was Ryan Skinner is a fucking cocksucking fucking piece of shit, fucking lying, stealing my information, fucking piece of fucking shit. Ryan Skinner went on fucking Joe Rogan and Joe Rogan wasted his fucking ass. Twice. Hey, what's up, Ryan? How you doing? I was just with Skinner. I met up with him in Vegas. What? You met up with him in Vegas? Isn't this the guy that you just told me fucking was ripping all your shit off? But you gonna go ahead and meet up with the the red flags start popping up. And I'm like, these motherfuckers don't hate each other. They're just jealous of each other. Ryan Burns telling me that Ryan Skinner's a fucking thieving motherfucker. Ryan Skinner sending me messages to my phone, text messages that I still have. And I copied and saved all them motherfucking messages, bitch. And Skinner, I called you a bitch. Because you are. I think Erica Luke's got bigger balls than you do, bro. Because I know you're listening right now. And you too, Burns. You too. I know you're all listening. Mutual friends contacted me saying, Ryan Burns contacted me about your podcast. I think he's a little bit nervous. You think so? You think so? You want to know why he's nervous? Is because the fucking truth is rolling out on this fucking scumbag. Scumbag. And here's the weirdest part of yesterday. The weirdest part of yesterday was this. We start chewing it back and forth. He calls me a rat because a lot of you know I'm still in a legal lawsuit battle with certain individuals that own a very famous ranch that's about to be on a TV show down in the Uinta Basin. So he tells me that the reason I did this podcast was a rat on him. I'm a rat by coming out and saying that Ryan Burns is a fucking lying motherfucker. Friends with Jack Osborne, trying to fucking sell all of he's got a lot of paranormal properties, don't you think? 3 times on TV about paranormal shit. Do you think he's paranormal or do you think he's trying to cash in on the paranormal? You guys answer me. This motherfucker charges for his fucking podcast that he does, and it's all off his phone. He don't even own a mixer and a mic. He's too fucking stupid to run it. You heard that, Ryan Burns? I know you're listening right now. Mad as a motherfucker, boy. I know you mad. Look at you mad, clenching your teeth right now. Just fucking mad. Fucking mad. Clench your motherfucking teeth and come at me. Come over here. Cash it in. Cash it in. Next time you land to fucking run your fucking slumlord properties, motherfucker, ring my phone. I'll come pick you up from the airport personally. So anyways, a message was sent to me from Ryan Burns yesterday. And in that message, he told me that he had my house that I lived in, that he owns the property. He also owns the property that my son still lives in right now, my oldest boy. He had it bugged. He recorded our conversations. He wrote this message to me, and I sent it out to, I think, 4 or 5 of you. You all read it. You saw it. His words. You think you're the only one that records conversations, buddy? And he had my house bugged. He admitted it. Y'all that got the message know that it ain't me that wrote that shit. It was him. This guy that claims to be an expert on skinwalkers and native this and native that. The only time I was every time he came down, he was fucking smashed. He drove there and he got wasted on whatever drug or whatever it was. Ryan Layton called this motherfucker out. Ryan Layton, featured in The Hunt for the Skinwalker movie, told me in a private conversation that ain't private no more because I don't give a fuck. You see, I ain't got nothing to protect here. I'm not protecting anything. I'm not hiding anything from you guys. I'm fucking telling you the truth. These motherfuckers are all crazy.
Like, we were out there, we were investigating, and we stumbled all over some shit, and some stuff happened, and the UFOs came out of the blue, and we were running, dude, and we fucking went over, and we jumped over this fucking rock, and we went like around this corner, we got in the fucking river, and then we came out of the fucking river, and the next thing I know, holy shit, there's a UFO.
Get the fuck out of here with your stupid shit. Seriously. Ryan Burns, Ryan Skinner, and Erica Lukes are all doing one thing. Promoting themselves to you like they're some kind of expert on something. What's that something, you say? What's that something, you say? Fucking, I don't know. But they all know something, a whole bunch of something. Fucking Ryan Burns can pick up a phone call and call the Travel Channel, and they come and film his property. And they go, oh, this is great. This is great TV. Fucking me. Call Jack Osborne. Jack Osborne's coming in. He's going to kick the wall and fucking make a go sound. And you're not Haunted B&B. The Haunted B&B, it ain't fucking haunted, dude. I've been in that motherfucker multiple times, and there ain't shit. There ain't shit. Sorry. No fucking activity. And any real investigator will fucking go out and say, yeah, sorry, there's not really anything going on here. I do notice that you got some really loud air conditioning ducts and some shit like that could be freaking you out in the middle of the night. That's a real investigator. Go out there and do some more of that. Go tell people that, you know what, your house is 500 fucking years old, and it's possible that this motherfucker is settling in every night. And, you know, at around 250 years old, we say settling in. At 500 years old, your shit's falling apart. That's what you're hearing every night, is your house is fucking going to crash in on you. But it's not a demon, I promise. It's not going to hurt you. It's not a demon. But that fucking beam is going to come down on top of your head, and you're going to die. So, yeah, you probably want to move someplace else. Be a fucking human about this stuff and tell people the truth. Don't go in with your fucking stupid black t-shirts and fucking and say that this place is haunted. It's not fucking haunted. You're fucking full of shit. Stop that. Stop it. But, you see, here's the thing. You get the teams that come in like Ryan Burns ran team with Ryan Skinner as his main guy and Erica Lukes responsible for all the Pilates and I mean public shit. It's fucking Pilates. How you gonna get Chewbacca to be a Pilates instructor, man? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It ain't. It's just not attractive. I never once investigated anything with Ryan Burns sober. He wasn't sober. He wasn't. He was fucked off the whole time. Then I started to see the fucking red flags of everything Jack Osborne. If I posted anything up that disagreed with anything I saw on the Travel Channel, he would get upset about it. 100%. He got pissed. He even posted stuff up on my Facebook. A lot of people saw that shit publicly. Get all bitchy because I wasn't there on the Jack Osborne team. I started investigating his property as the ranch manager of Space Wolf Research, running around in circles, fucking out there, driving around on a fucked off golf cart and shit. And I ran across a lot of bones and some weird shit. And I'm like taking photos and they were old. They weren't fresh. They were old bones. And I send them off to him. And I'm like, dude, you fucking know what this is? Have you seen this? No way. No way. Oh my God, Dad. Completely fucking freaking out about the things I'm finding on his property. Now we're talking 25 acres. So not a lot of space, but enough space, right? Enough space. And then the neighboring property is a very famous, it's the fucking neighboring property of the most famous ranch in the Uinta Basin. And, that ranch happens to steal a name from the Native Americans that believe in shapeshifters and skinwalkers. Okay? So, I'm driving around and I'm finding these things on the ranch and he has no clue that they're even fucking there. And I'm thinking, this guy bought a 25-acre ranch next to this very famous ranch for what? What's the reasoning? Why did he do that? Because if I just drove out here on this trail and ran up on these bones and started taking photos and I'm sending them to him, some of you guys saw it. I posted it all on my fucking Facebook. And, he had no fucking clue it was there. So I started to wonder, what does he know about this property? Has he even fucking looked out here? Because it's right on the fucking main road. It's not like I've went off and had to swim through anything. I just fucking drove the golf cart, an electric golf cart, on this fucking terrain that the electric golf cart should never be on. But it was better than walking, so I drove it. And I'm out there in the middle of fucking nowhere, and here's this fucking goober thinking that everything was completely... This guy fucking sent me photos. Speaking of the golf cart, Ryan Burns sent me photos, and he said, my trail cams caught the golf cart outside the area. What? Yeah, my golf cart. There it is. Look, there's nobody driving it. It's sitting there by itself. This is the fucking shit that this guy sent me. So more and more and more and more red flags start popping up. Hey Dave, can you come out here tonight? I'm kind of scared. I'm tripping out being out here by myself. What? Dude. Really? You bought the fucking ranch and you're afraid to be out there by yourself, but you're not out there by yourself because you got a tenant fucking 25 feet away from where the fuck you're at, dude. You know what I mean? All right, in all fairness, 75 feet. You could fucking get his attention quick. But everything to this motherfucker, Hero Paranormal, Space Wolf Research, all this fucking bullshit is tied in with his friendship with Ryan Skinner, because they're bros. They're complete fucking bros. And Ryan Skinner is a fucking nothing. This guy is such a fucking nothing that Joe Rogan roasted him not once, but twice, calling him a fucking lying piece of shit. Who else is tied into the Bermuda Triangle is Eric Lukes. Big ass Chewbacca looking bitch. Had to kill Han Solo, but you let Chewbacca live a little bit longer, didn't you? See what I'm saying? So you're going to go ahead and do that, right? And then I started to learn more and more stuff about Burns, right? Like, he's in a lawsuit, like his ex-wife, he fucking, like, tried to kill her and shit, like some weird shit, like he grabbed the wheel of their car, ripped the fucking car off the fucking road, and they both almost fucking died, and this girl jumps out running for her life, all in Duchesne, dude. Like, all this shit is like public fucking knowledge. Like, everybody there knew this shit but me. I was the last person to find out, and they're like, where you live at? I live over here at Ryan Burns' place. Yeah. You know that motherfucker's crazy, right? I'm like, what? Yeah, well, his old lady, Shanae, well, they were in a big old fight one night, and fucking Ryan went to a party, and they left the party all mad because Shanae wanted some Disnick from this Richard over here because Ryan ain't got no dick. He claims he does, but the real dick was over here. So they got in a fight, and they got in a car, and they're driving down the motherfucking road, and Ryan Burns grabbed the
All right,
fucking steering wheel and tried to crash them both to death. What? Huh? This is the motherfucker that moved me out here? That said I could come and get a job from him? Yeah, this is the same guy. Well, there's a problem going on right now, obviously. Yeah, obviously, bro. You in a bad situation. You think so? Do you think? The fucking legal fucking bullshit is still going on for him over that shit. But I didn't know anything about any of this stuff until I moved there. So let's fast forward it a little bit, right? Getting close to the holidays, I'm working a fucking real job on the clock, doing management, not ranch management, but retail management, away from all of this shit. Because I completely lost the fucking desire to want to do any of it, right? I didn't want to go out and do anything. And I was having some major fucking experiences in this store that I was managing. I was like, I fucking shit tipping over right in front of me. I'm like going, what the fuck? This place is crazy. But I turned it off. Because of all of this shit that I'm going through. And it starts, I'm working, I'm trying to get money. It's the holidays and everything. So, my family, we're a little different at the holidays. We don't do the traditional turkeys and shit like that. Like, so, unless my son, I got a 7-year-old, right? So, if he wants turkey, then that's what we have. We make him happy because it's about kids at holiday time. But he's getting older and he's got really good taste buds, and he says, "No, I want what you guys want," because he knows that every major holiday we do crab pot, we do crab, shrimp, potatoes, corn, and all that shit. So we're working our asses off to pay for that crab pot because they're very fucking expensive. So Christmas night comes. And, Christmas Day comes, and we open presents. Everything's great. We fucking eat our food. Everything's great. Everything's awesome. Couldn't be any better, right? Couldn't be any better. And, thankful, calling your friends, your family. Hey, Merry Christmas, man. Miss your fucking face. Hope to see you soon. Shit. And so after a very successful Christmas dinner and day and watch Christmas Story all day long, the wife decides she's gonna go get in the bathtub, and see half of the house didn't have heat. There was no heat vents on one side of this motherfucker, but there was a fireplace. But because of Ryan Burns being the cheap fucking piece of shit motherfucker that he is, he didn't have insurance for us to be able to use that fireplace. So if we used it and some weird shit happened and the fucking house burned down, then he wasn't covered. So we didn't use it. We just didn't fucking use it. It wasn't an option, because with our luck, the way things were going, let's not burn the house down. Okay, so half of the fucking house is constantly going. Now these $35 fucking power bills turn to $170 power bills because he fucking lied about that. Because he has a property that's joined to the fucking place that we lived in, that my kid and his girlfriend lived in, but he gave them a rent-free fucking lease, and that power was attached to our meter, so we had to pay for everything that they did. Do you guys see the scumness coming off of this fucking guy yet? Do you see the illumination of douche on this motherfucker's forehead right now? Holy shit. So the wife, after dinner, goes to the bath on the top side bathroom because there was heat in there, so she used that bathtub. As she gets to get out of the bathtub, she screams at me because she steps in water, and there's water everywhere on the floor in that bathroom. Like, holy fuck, there's a hole in the tub, right? That's what you start thinking. You're thinking instantly, there's a hole in the tub because I'm in the tub and there's water. Well, no. Then it all started. The sewage of this place decided to come backwards, and all the sewage from the street all the way up flooded my house Christmas night. The toilet bowl in the bathroom that we didn't use, the bathtub in the bathroom we didn't use, they were full of fucking human shit. I sent photos to some of you. Some of you have seen these photos. I will send it to anybody that wants it. Just send me a private message on Facebook and I'll send you the photos. So both bathrooms, the fucking sewage backs up and comes backwards at us. Obviously, Christmas night, we decided we got to move. We got to get the fuck out of here. The roof leaking and all the bullshit that's going on in this motherfucking slumlord motherfucker's piece of shit property. Okay? All this shit going on. We got to get the fuck out of here. So, we did, and we didn't pay rent for January. We used that money to secure another property all the way back up here in Ogden. Plus, now we're fucked because we got a place, we got all the shit, we did all the credit checks and all that bullshit. All of it costing money. Now we needed a fucking truck and everything, to, all the money to fucking turn on utilities and stuff. We're not prepared because we're in fucking Hillbillyville. And in Hillbillyville, they got a different everything except like the fucking gas company. So the gas company we transferred back up here, no problem. But everything else, now we need deposits and the whole fucking 9 yards all over again. Right? Ryan Burns is a fucking millionaire. He could have easily said, bro, let me help you out. Yeah, things are bad. I'm sorry that my fucking house caved in on you and took a shit all over the fucking floor on your Christmas. Let me help you out a little bit and send you guys back and help. Let me help, right? You don't got to pay for it all, but let me give you $50. Let me help you, right? Nothing comes from this cheap, cocksucking, lying, paranormal, fucking fraud motherfucker, right? So now I'm forced to come public and put a fucking GoFundMe page up to ask my friends to help me get the fuck out of this bad situation that I'm locked in with this cocksucker, Ryan Burns. And then just yesterday, the motherfucker admits that he had my house bugged. He listened to our conversations. What else did he listen to? Did he listen to me fucking boning down on my old lady? Did he listen to me farting after a fucking good dinner? What kind of twisted fucking cunt does some shit like that? But he did, because he admitted he did. This is a landlord that owns properties in southern Utah, or not southern Utah, but eastern Utah. Yeah, let me get facing that way. Eastern Utah, in Duchesne, 11, 12 properties there. If he had my place bugged, does he have your place bugged too? This motherfucker. He's got cameras in my son's place. I've got photos I've sent out to some of you too. On the wall, he goes, that's a fake camera. The cops told me to put that there. What about the ones on the outside, motherfucker? I am telling you guys, Hero Paranormal, Space Wolf Research, anything fucking Ryan Burns is a fucking bullshit lie. Ask him for his best piece of evidence, and he'll say, buy my book. Seriously. He's a fucking piece of shit, dweeb, nothing. And April Burns, his wife, who's into aerospace engineering, they've all got all this money, and they made me come and ask for a GoFundMe to help me out of a fucked up situation. And thank God, thank you God, for the people that listened. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Landon. Thank you to the people I can't mention that didn't want to be mentioned. From the bottom of my heart, I'll never fucking forget. I'll never forget you and your kindness. Ever. It's brutal. It's brutal. It's fucking brutal to think that this guy knew everything that was going on. And then when the motherfuckers came to fucking fix the toilets in this place, they told us that it had happened before. This had happened before. So he fucking knew his place was a piece of fucking shit. Held up by thumbtacks and fucking duct tape. But because we were in the situation that we were in, he didn't give a fuck. He didn't even offer to help. Not a dime. Nothing. Nothing. He's a fucking millionaire, guys. It was nothing money to him. But he made me come and beg. And I did. I fucking begged and asked for help to get my family in the right place. And here we are. And we're here. And that's why I chose to not do this show in the beginning. I was like, fuck it. Let's be done with it. We're here. Let's be away from this shit. We're out. But yesterday, hearing this motherfucker be cocky, nah. I want to knock his fucking teeth down his throat. I really, truly do. He goes, you're threatening me. No. It's not a threat. That's not a threat by saying what I want to do. I really I'm all about it. I mean, we can fucking meet up and I'll pick you up at the airport and we can stop at the bar and let you get all fucked up because you're always fucked up. You're a drug addict, alcoholic fucking piece of shit. Ryan Burns, you. And then you fucking take all these experiences. Him and Skinner go out into the Uinta Basin, ladies and gentlemen. And these motherfuckers get fucked up on hallucinogenics, right? Drugs that make you hallucinate to see shit. And then they try to tell you what they saw was real. It's fact. They are both legitimate piece of fucking shits. Now we go to Erica Luke's. Fuck you. How about that? We're gonna start there. Fuck you. She's gonna put a restraining order on me. But for what? For what? Go in front of a judge, bitch, and say that a guy that does a podcast about me sometimes I need a restraining order. You need to restrain me for what? I got conversations where you fucking said you were my mom. She's like, I'm your mom. I'm acting like I'm your mom. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. If any of you give any credit to Burns, Skinner, and fucking Luke's, you're just as retarded as they are. Because they're not trying to fucking tell you and prove anything to you. They're not trying to break any ground and fucking show you any proof. They're trying to get something from you. Go to my podcast. Go to my Patreon. If a motherfucker's got a Patreon channel where they get paid for anything, They are not in this to be fucking talking about truth. They're in this to get money from you. Don't pay that money. Podcasts are free. Fucking Joe Rogan, the most popular podcast in the fucking world. Does he ask you for anything? Nope. Not a dime. But Burns wants you to fucking pay for his shitty ass podcast that he does off his phone. And Erica Lukes too does the same shit. This bitch is be like holding her phone up to her face with her headphones in. That's her fucking shit. But go ahead and make me a donation. Make me a donation, guys. Oh, thanks for the donation, Steve. It's so nice. Thank you so much for the donation. No. No, don't do that. Don't do that. If a person sells you something and they got a book, then buy their fucking book. But don't pay to listen to anybody talk. Who the fuck does that? The President of the United States talks to you for free. But some motherfucker coming out of his fucking cell phone in Las Vegas deserves a fee? Fuck you, man. What kind of information? Most of the information that Ryan Burns leaked out to people was stuff that I was telling him. You guys realize that, right? From everything. Lots of fucking dirt on people involved in all this shit leaked out because I told him and he told you and claimed it as his own fucking information. How would he know the things that I knew when I was actually invited to be in a house that he could never step foot in? Go ahead. Answer that for me. I'll wait. I'll wait for the answer. So I would tell it to him, and then this motherfucker runs around and goes, oh, I'm going to be on this podcast. I'm going on George Knapp's show. I'm going to go on George Knapp's show and talk to George Knapp because me and George Knapp, we're so nappy. We're nappy sackies. I wonder if George Knapp does a podcast or he does a radio show. Does he charge anything for anything? Anybody know that? George Knapp? Does he charge? No, he doesn't.
Broadcasting live to you from the middle of Pahrump, Utah, where this dead guy Art Bell used to be, but now I sit here. Hey, it's me, George Knapp.
Get the fuck out of here. Ask George Knapp his experiences in the Skinwalker region. You know what he's got?
0, bitches, 0.
Nothing. Jeremy Corbell. Do I think he had any Nope, I don't. I don't think he had one fucking... I don't think Jeremy Corbell would know and experience paranormal or ufology if it fucking landed on his fucking nose. What Jeremy Corbell's worried about is focusing his camera gear, making sure the shot is right, and make sure the background music is cool and narrated cool by Mickey Rourke. You know what I mean? He's Hollywood, dudes. He's Hollywood. Do I honestly think he cares about anything? Fuck no. Fuck no. Because it's a place where you can produce. You can produce things. The paranormal is the only business that you can produce and charge people. You can charge somebody and produce absolutely nothing and tell somebody it's something. Did you feel that? No. What was it? I don't know. But it was something. Oh my God! Did you hear that? Yeah, I did. It was a fucking bump. Oh my God. This building. It's bumping. Right? You go all day with that shit. You go all day with that shit. Listen. This place sounds pretty fucking haunted, Bill. Yeah, I know. Get Ryan Burns over here right now. He's gonna fucking solve some shit. What's going on, guys? It's me, Ryan Burns, paranormal investigator. Do you hear that, Ryan? do. I heard it's fucking... I think it's Zozo. I think it's Zozo. Oh my God, the fucking, did you hear that bomb? Let's get out of here. And then Ryan Burns got the $1 million, and he goes back and he buys the place, and he's like, we recorded in there. It was so haunted. So haunted. Had to buy it. The Shell Gas Company. So don't buy any gas from Shell, and certainly don't support that line, motherfucker, because all his stories are bullshit. Until he can prove them to you, ask differently. Ask him for his best piece of evidence, because I saw the shit. And I pretty much debunked everything that he fucking presented. It was all fake. And here's the thing. This motherfucker's got so much money. He's rich, guys. He's fucking rich. He's a trust fund baby from the Shell Gas Company. Shell, you know? Fucking, they got a car that drives around at NASCAR races and shit. Shell. The gas station that you get gas from. He's a fucking trust fund baby from them motherfuckers. With a head problem. I think his shell was cracked. Because it's like, this is like something that, you know, he sent me messages. Like, I posted it up, man. I showed you guys. Oh, I'm going to do this just in case. This is a cease and desist, just in case you try to destroy everything and how I make my income. The paranormal is his income. This is how he makes money off you guys. That's it. Stupid fucking stories. And he somehow with his money, he got to tie into the Travel Channel. And the rest is fucking pretty much history. I mean, the guy's been on 3 television shows about paranormal shit. 3, motherfuckers! How 3? 2 of them fucking Jack Osborne and 1 with myself. 3 television shows. All paranormal based. When does anybody do math and figure out bullshit? 3! I don't even know what to say after that. I'm like, do I need to keep talking right now? Do people need to hear more? Or have I given them the numbers that they need to say that Ryan Burns, Hero Paranormal, Space Wolf Research, and any fucking story that guy writes in a book is fucking bullshit? Erica Lukes is just a straight media fucking whore. All she wants is people to click, like, subscribe, and follow. Ryan Skinner, that nigger's fucking parents are cousins. So we kind of got to just give him a couple of minus points because he is a fucking retard by design. Okay? By design. You go to the family reunion and you got uncle cousins and shit that are fucking standing around you that, you know, second cousins should not be legally allowed to fuck because that's what you get out of that shit is Skinner. I don't care if you unfollow me. I don't care if you don't like my message here. This is my final fucking anything that has to do with any of these retards. They're going to come. They're going to tell you, I did this, I did that, blah, 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 blah. Please, ask them for proof. Screenshots, or it didn't happen. Erica Lukes, dude. I mean, holy fucking Chewbacca bitch. I mean, she's like a WNBA slam dunk champ. You know what I'm saying? And she's going to be like, I'm getting a restraining order against him. So if I ever got called to the court, I'd be like, Judge, you see this bitch over here? I don't need to be around that. You ain't got no reason to restrain me from anything, because if anything, I'm going the opposite way from a big-ass bitch that can dunk like that. Hit a three-pointer and fucking come and dunk it at the same time. She's a fucking Neanderthal, dude. I don't want nothing to do with any kind of chick like that. Nothing against big girls, but big girls that scare me, I got a problem. And she's one of them big girls that scare me. She's a big bitch. She got bigger dick and balls than both Skinner and Burns. I'll give her that. And the whole reason that we have an issue is because of Ryan Burns and Ryan Skinner. And I don't think that she's intelligent enough to figure that out. Because they're the ones that turned her against me. I never did anything to her. Never went after her. Never went after her, man. Until she opened her fucking mouth against me, and then I defended myself. And I'll continue to do that. Of course I'm going to defend myself. I know Burns is coming out with his fucking podcast off of his phone in his palm fucking tomorrow. Dave said that. Hey, any of you want to see screenshots of anything that fucking turd in the bowl said to me, send me a fucking message on Facebook and I'll prove it to you. Screenshots. I got them. I got voice recordings of this motherfucker, telephone calls, the whole nine. I've got it all. And you know why I recorded it? Because the minute that I saw it going fucking as south as it was going, I figured, well, I better protect myself. And that's exactly what I did. But I'm telling you right now, the OG investigator on the block, which is Ryan Layton, that I deeply fucking respect, and I'm sorry I said his name in this thing, but I had no choice. And I'm sorry for that, Mr. Layton. But you know, you told me straight up, you think Ryan Burns is a fucking bullshit artist, and so did your friend. Straight up. And I sent that text message out to a couple of people today too, so they've seen it. They've seen your words, so you can't backtrack now. You already said it. Ryan Burns is a goddamn fucking liar. He makes up paranormal shit to cash in and to further his agenda because getting on TV makes him happy. I don't care if I'm ever on TV. I never wanted to be on TV, dudes. They asked me to come on and to clarify Ryan Burns' fucking story. And unfortunately, I did. I did. Was it true? I don't think so. I don't think any of his TV encounters shit is real. Like all of a sudden, this motherfucker that lives in Las Vegas is going to follow human foot tracks that turn into dog tracks. It's going to attract Ozzy's son, Jack Osborne, up into this place called Duchesne, Utah. And in the middle of nowhere, there's, oh, look at this. Footprints into dog tracks. Oh, yes, skinwalkers are here. Fuck you, both of you. Fuck you, Jack. Blink a little bit harder, because it's coming. It's karma fucking with you. That's karma fucking with you. I don't know what Burns' karma is going to be, but it's coming too. Life is just that way. I learned the hard way. Believe me, guys. Fuck, man. You guys have no idea how difficult and hard it was to move your family twice within 5 months. Full on fucking move with U-Hauls and the whole nine. Scrambling. I've got a 7-year-old dude. You know what I mean? It was not right. And then to come and find out that Ryan Burns bugged my fucking house that he let me move into so he could listen to me fucking fart and fucking have sex with my wife, whatever the fuck got him off, because he's a fucking mental case. That left himself wide open for a pretty good fucking lawsuit, I think. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it goes, because we are definitely contacting legal fucking advice at this point. Wouldn't you? The motherfucker said he bugged your house, the guy that you're running from. Yeah, I've got fucking audio built in. You're not the only one. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody. Yeah, well, this is what you're dealing with. He's a fucking fraud. Like it or not, he's a fucking fraud. I am going to go watch UFC. my next show is going to be something fun and uplifting and fucking far away from this stuff. I just wanted to come one last time and say, this is why I'm here and this is what I do. You guys want to follow me on my Patreon. And I'm just fucking with you. I'll never charge for this shit. I pay to do this. So, peace.
Thanks for tuning in to 51 Areas Talk Radio. See you next week.
All right. There you have it. That's the end of the episode. Cut this audio. Boom. I'm going to end it here. Thanks, guys, for tuning in and listening. And keep an eye out for this channel. You're going to see a lot of cool stuff coming up here real soon. I'll catch y'all next time.